Welcome to my first installment of my Beauty Basics series. Today's video is going to be about eyebrows. I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows, and then in the future it will be how I do my lips, how I do my contouring, how I do my eyes, my smoky eyes, my liner. So each of those things will be broken down. You know, little things like that, but doing all that in one video will be a bit too much, I think. And this way it just breaks it down and makes it really basic, and it just shows you exactly what I do and how I do it and what products I use. I'm going to try to keep my product usage minimal so it's not too confusing. In this video I'll only be using 3 products. It will be my brow kit that I've chosen this time around, an angled brush and a spoolie. I mean, I did add a few products after to neaten it up. I used concealer, and then to change the colour I used a brow set, but these are just additional things if you wanted to go over and do the extra on your brows. But the basics will be just your powder that you use, a brush to put it on, and a spoolie to brush it through. That is my basic, what I use on a daily basis. But I did add a couple of extra ones in there just for anyone who wanted to see the full thing of how to shape eyebrows. But I'm gonna stop babbling because I'm sure you guys want to watch this video, so enjoy. My natural eyebrows are straight, so if I was to just do this, and if I hadn't actually plucked this part of my hair, my eyebrows are actually straight. You can see younger photos of me with my 2 straight eyebrows. I was blessed enough not to actually have a monobrow. I always had 2 eyebrows, not 1, but they are straight. So for years I've been combing them upwards so that they grow in an upward direction, and it has worked. So over time they have grown upwards. The reason why I use the NYX eyebrow kit is because it has everything you need. You've got your highlight, and you've got 3 different eyebrow colours, and you've got your brush, your angled brush, and you also get stencils, which I've actually never used, but you can actually use stencils and then draw it in if you don't have much hair on your eyebrows. And then on the other side, the cover side, it has a mirror, and it also has a step-by-step of what to do and what products to use where. I always start off with the highlight, and I just get a clean brush and I put the highlight just under the highest part of my eyebrow, which is right up here, and then just blend that out there. And the reason why I do this first is because I always get it on my eyebrow hair, and you can see it's gone lighter now. So I like to really blend that in. And highlight, what it does is lift this part of your eyebrow, so it makes it look higher, so it gives you a nice arch, but at the same time it gives a nice glow and a sheen to your eye as well. Okay, so that's completely blended. I then go in with a spoolie. You can use any type of spoolie. These are those disposable mascara ones you can get. I just brush it upwards to get rid of the excess highlight we just put on. You can use different sized angle brushes. You can get big or small. I'll go with this small one because it's more precise, I guess. And I tend to go for these 2 colours at the bottom. Don't know why. My eyebrows are black, but I always tend to do them brown, so it actually frames my face so it doesn't look so harsh, and it softens it too. So what I do is I just tap the brush in both, tap the excess off, and I always start at this part of my eyebrow. I have hair on my eyebrows, so it's a bit more easier for me, but a lot of people don't and have to completely draw their eyebrows, which is absolutely fine. I just don't know how to do that because I very rarely draw in my eyebrows. I just use powder because I find it easier and softer than pencils. So I always start on this inner corner bit here, and you can see my eyebrows are both different. This one is more square and this one's more round. I prefer the square look, so I tend to square this corner up to match with this section. So I first start with the bottom line, so the lowest part of my eyebrow. Oh, just so that you guys know, a lot of people say you should put your eyebrow pen or whatever you've got in between your nose and your straight up, and then anything past that point you should take off, and you should do this and this. Do you know what? I don't believe in that. You do your eyebrows the way you like them. That's the main thing. But anyway, just to get that out of the way. So yeah, I've done the line underneath here, and then I just blend that line upwards, because I'm not going to go any further down than that. You can see it's blended in already, so I dip it back into those two colours, and I repeat it. Draw the line first, and then go upwards. Sometimes I always make a mistake by coming too far down, but we can fix that later by either cleaning it up or using concealer, so you don't need to worry about that too much. Then I go upwards through my brows, and then I also go through the top area. Sometimes I get a bit carried away and it gets too high, but I'm going to try to do this so that it doesn't go too high. And then I round it off. Use the angleness of your brush to round it off like that. It glides really smoothly. Don't forget to use your spoolie, and I always brush it through. I think this would be the main part of doing your eyebrows, is to always comb them through, because whether you use pencil or powder, you want it to blend and you don't want it to be just a thick line there. And then I just carry on going down the end of my eyebrow. So I'm just following the natural shape. I'm not doing anything extra apart from this section here, which I will be making squarer. You can see where my dark eyebrows are and where I've actually drawn. I will blend that in later, and then I'm just going to square that up. And that's how I generally do this eyebrow. Now for the other side, I do the same thing. They've already been combed. I do the bottom line first, as far down as I want it to be. And then I brush upwards. And if I find I can't really see the shape much, I always comb it through just to make sure. I'll go over the top line. And for some reason my face isn't symmetrical, but this side is higher than this side. So if I'm normal, this arch is higher. So I tend not to go too high, or I try not to go too high up on this side. We want our eyebrows to look like sisters, not like twins. Otherwise it will look very strange, I think. Now I'm going to try and match up this middle part here, because you can see it's not even at all, and I would like it a bit more even. This section here doesn't go far down as much as this one, so I'm just going to even that out. Just bringing it out a bit more. I think that'd be enough for now until after I do my cleaning up. You don't have to clean it up, but it depends on how neat you want your eyebrows to look. I am just going to use my normal concealer that I've got, that I use normally. Just picked up NARS because it's easier, because it's already got a wand. And all I do is draw over the top part, like that, and the inner part. And this will help it look neater. If you've made any mistakes, you can clean it up, like I have here. Then get a blending brush and just start blending that out. can see already it's making a big difference. And now I can tell, once I've done this, where I need to add a bit more. You can see that this bit's more squarer than this bit. I'm just going to add a little bit here on the corner. And then just blend that all out again. Just to make sure any concealer that's gone onto my hair is blended away. Okay, so that's another added bit you can do, is by cleaning up with concealer. If you want to go further than that, you can also lighten your eyebrows, which is what I do quite often. Apart from using brown eyeshadow for my brows, I also use coloured brow sets. Brow sets just set your eyebrows, it's like mascara, but coloured in the colour that you would like. It sets your eyebrow hairs to sit the way you comb them through. So I have NARS and I have MAC, and I tend to go more for the MAC because it's waterproof. I use the colour Quiet Brunette. And I always just brush off the excess because I don't want too much. And I start brushing it through very lightly over the hair. And you can see the colour coming through. But always clean it off first, so don't get too much. You want it to look even, so do it through the edge, to the end as well. And then sometimes I find it's not even enough. So I'll go back to my spoolie and I'll comb that through. I also end up getting it on my skin, just cleaning that out. And I'm not sure if you can tell the difference on camera, but here I can tell the difference between the two. I haven't put much on this time round. I mean, you could get your eyebrows tinted if you like, but I find this is just easier. Okay, what I might do is go back with a concealer and just neaten up this part of my eyebrow because I find it a bit messy at the moment. So I'm just going to go a bit further down than I did previously. So I'm just going to blend that out. Once that's blended, I'll just go back in with the spoolie just to make sure there's no concealer on my actual hair. So these are the finished eyebrows. I like them pretty thick. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and I shall see you in my next. Bye!